truthforlife.org. While you're on our website, be sure to subscribe to the Truth for Life Daily Devotional. If you're looking for a convenient way to spend more time in God's Word each day, this is a great place to start. The readings that are sent to you each day are taken from the classic work Morning and Evening by Charles Spurgeon. They've been edited by Alistair. It comes directly to your email inbox. It's completely free to subscribe. So sign up today at truthforlife.org. I'm Papa Payne. You'll join us again next weekend as we continue our new series about the providence of God. This program and the Bible teaching of Alistair Begg is furnished by Truth for Life, where the learning is for living.
Invite a friend to listen to America's Best Bible Teachers on Bach Radio Network. Hi, Lisa Michaels, Thought Radio Network. The folks at MyPillow sent me a set of Giza Dreams bed sheets created by Mike Lindell, the owner of MyPillow.com, which carries a variety of sleep aid products for people with problems sleeping. Customer testimonials are posted on MyPillow.com. Promo code Thought Radio Network. Giza Dreams bed sheets can be found at 1-800-593-6072 or MyPillow listed on the sponsor page at ThoughtRadioNetwork.com.
Pastor Greg Laurie recommends the new book, I Declare War by Levi Lesko, getting a better handle on our thoughts and actions.
It has everything to do with where we set the polarity of our minds. Bad things happen when you put a negative where there should be a positive.
Levi Lesko helps you win the battle with yourself.
Because while you're meditating on truth, you cannot be giving your mind over to sin.
I Declare War by Levi Lesko, recommended by Pastor Greg Laurie. Yours for a donation of any size at harvest.org.
On the day of a baby's birth, the first article placed on the baby is a thermal hat with blue and pink stripes. That's our hope for every baby. But there are no federal laws in place to protect all babies born alive from being killed outside the womb. To show your support for the life of all babies born alive, visit birthdays.com. For a donation of $9, we'll deliver one baby hat on your behalf to U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to send a powerful reminder that babies should be welcomed with warmth.
So today, sorry guys, it's as low as it'll go. It's stuck. The radio's stuck on there. Anyway, so today we're trying something new on the channel. I went back to Braum's because the chocolate milk there was so good. So I went back, and so it's like 8 o'clock on a Sunday, and at nighttime Braum's gets very busy because people are going in there to get ice cream for a treat in the nighttime. And so I went in there and it was really busy and the line was really long. And I was in line and it said, on the frozen yogurt machine, it said no more frozen yogurt. And that's why I was there, but I'd already been waiting. So I left the line and went to like the shopping area, which is where I got the chocolate milk before. And I got some vanilla frozen yogurt. Here, 1 second. Okay, so I was going to try something else to help with the identity hiding, but without doing the editing is very hard to do. So I was just gonna try something that didn't really work, but I'm gonna try this now. if that didn't work. Like maybe something like this would work. You know, like I could, if I had some tape, maybe. Okay, guys, this should work. So, just let me know if you like this better than the other time, than the blurring. Let me know if this looks. Okay. Let me know if you guys think this is like better to watch. So it saves me a lot of time editing the video if I do it like this. So today we got vanilla frozen yogurt from Braum's, and we're just gonna try some in here. Here goes nothing. So yeah, that's pretty good. Considering the frozen yogurt machine, when you get it out, you get a little tub like that, and it's like $2. You could just get the gallon. 3 gallon was $4, and you get a lot more though. So I think from now on, I'm just going to buy the frozen yogurt from the gallon instead of getting it in the cone, because it costs a lot more to do it that way, and you have to wait in the line. One second, guys. So, I'm also going to take you guys through I don't know if you guys can see. was also wanting to take you guys through like what it's like how to get to my house from Braum's. So, hope you guys enjoy the ride. I just want to take you guys through just like my daily life, how it goes. So we have the frozen yogurt in here, so we're gonna take it home now. Make sure your lights are on if you're driving at night. So when you're at Braum's, or I'm not at Braum's right now actually. I drove over here to get more space because there were people at Braum's. There was like people looking for me. People in the government. They have cameras at Braum's, so I think they might have seen me. But it was very busy, so they might have been distracted. So I had to hurry up. I couldn't wait in line. I had to go to the other way.
You know, when you're on the wrong end of the receiving end of incoherence, you don't like it. We taught all of our students at Harvard that morality was relative, and then when they go to Wall Street and live as relativists and our pension plans are blown to smithereens, then we want to put them in jail. Coherence is a powerful weapon of reality, especially when you're on the wrong side of the receiving end. And it is the best thing when you've got a worldview from which it naturally emerges and everything coheres. The Bible says, in him all things consist, which literally means in him all things come together. Now, if this is the goal, and this is what we are trying to find a coherent set of answers, how did we arrive here? I won't take a lot of time because so much of it has already been touched, and I'll just treat it as a footnote or sort of put some dots together for you. Let's look at the last 600 years in sort of sentence descriptions of one major idea at a time. If you're looking at the 13th and the 14th centuries, we are looking at the Renaissance, or as the English would like to call it, the Renaissance. They get very upset with us for calling it the Renaissance. But I'm in America, so we'll call it the Renaissance. During the Renaissance, you went to the 13th, 14th centuries, the much phrase was, man is the measure of all things. This phrase, by the way, was picked up by the Romantic writers a few centuries later when Robert Southey, the Romantic writer, talked about man being born again. That was the term he used. But the idea was we measure ourselves by self-referencing the measurement with humanity. The problem is when you talk about man as the measure of all things, the logical question comes, which man? Hitler or Hugh Hefner?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yes.
or Buddha?
Yes.
Some loose-living person somewhere or Mother Teresa? Which person is the measure of all things? One of my good friends over the years ago, his name was Bishop John Reed from the Sydney Diocese of Australia. And he was once talking about two Australian sailors who'd arrived in London and went into a bar that night, and they drank themselves rather silly and walked out of that bar room uneasy on their feet and walked into a dense English fog. And unable to find out where they were, wobbling on their feet, they wanted to get some directions when they saw a man coming in. Unknown to them was a highly decorated English naval officer with medals on his chest and so on. But these two Aussies, now silly drunk, walked out, looked towards him, and they said, "Say, bloke, can you tell us where we are?" And the naval officer, rather offended, said, "Do you men know who I am?" At which point one Aussie said to the other, "We are really in a mess now. We don't know where we are, and he doesn't know who he is." That is the journey from the Renaissance to postmodern man. In the year 2006, Johns Hopkins University is hosting a worldwide conference called What Does It Mean to Be Human? And I got a call about 6 months ago, and one of their lead voices in that wanting to know if I'd be willing to represent the Christian voice in this. While they're going to have existentialists and postmodernists and rationalists and all of these who are going to pontificate on it, isn't it interesting? In the year 2006, we are asking the question, what does it mean to be who we are? But this may be the reason we are asking questions on sexuality and origin of life and essence and existence on. In the Renaissance, what really happened was man became the measure of all things. And I like to put it in these words. Man became an artistic being. The arts were big. You saw biographies coming out, Boccaccio's Dante, Cellini's egotistical autobiography of himself, just flamboyant in their words. Man was on display, and that was the Renaissance. Man was born again, and the idea is man became an artistic being. From there, we moved on into the 16th and 17th centuries, and the father of rational thinking, René Descartes, became that quintessential rationalist, starting from the position of doubt, moving to his own existence. The problem began very clearly. Now, the struggle that we want to understand here, please bear in mind, these people did not want to completely evict God from the arena. René Descartes did not want to toss God out as an entity from the arena, but René Descartes had to find a way of rationalistically, with rational inescapability, so that there was no rational dispute bring to us the proof of God's existence, and he really couldn't do it. So this was one of his attempts at it. He said, look, my mind is an imperfect mind, but I think of a perfect being. How can an imperfect mind conceive of a perfect being? Therefore, there has to be a perfect being that has lodged this in my imperfect mind. Would you buy that kind of an argument today? How does he even know that a perfect being, just because you think of that being, has to exist? There are many things you might conceive of in the mind that do not necessarily correspond to reality. And man here became a thinking being. Moving from man becoming an artistic being or a self-referencing being, humanity became a thinking being. Now we come to that critical period in the Enlightenment. And a couple of philosophers became very defining here. One was David Hume, and he set the stage for what has become so common in our time, where science became that supreme way of measuring ultimate truth. If it can be scientifically verified, then so it is. Anything that is not scientifically established, you really cannot talk of it in any absolute sense. So from the artistic to the rational, we now come to the empirical. And again, you begin to see the problem. And the problem is, how does one, please follow me, I know these are tough things to think of, but your children and mine have to wrestle with it in universities, or if you're here from a university campus, you already wrestle with it. We wrestle with these kinds of things in our Q&A sessions. In fact, at Weber State University, a student stood up and asked, what place does science have for a Christian? And the idea is,
so now I'm at my house. We've made it.